Right, if you want to start automation, first thing you should know finding locators. Right, how to find the locators. Okay, now I want to perform some testing on the page, this page. Let's say I am just navigating to this Amazon. And this is the page that I want to perform testing on. So let's say in case if I talk about the testing, what are the test cases will cover over here? Right, we are going to verify whether user is able to enter the text or not. Right, whether able to clicking enter or not. Whether the images are clickable or not. Right, link is working or not, button is working or not, whether there is no spelling mistake, whether these images exist or not, right? So everything is as per the specification or not, right? This is what we generally do. We'll perform a manual testing, right? So like manual testing, this is what we need to automate it as well. So at the time of automation thing, if I talk about these things, if suppose if I want to enter some keyword over here, if I want to search something over here, right? This is a text box, search box. Anything that see you in this page, right? It's a text box, a link, images, everything, whatever you have seen in this page is called element. And element of what web is called web element. So this web element UI part is basically designed in HTML. So Selenium has nothing to do with the language of website. Right, so the business logic could be written in Java, it could be written in PHP, right? Will it be in any language? Any language may have used while developing this web page, right? So this website is basically, UI layer is mostly designed in HTML only, right? All these search box, the link, menu, everything is UI layer is mostly designed in HTML only. Every single element on the page must be having a HTML tag. When we are working with this HTML element through WebDriver, first we need to find the element of the page. So finding the element is mandatory. Finding elements means if I talk about, let's say I want to type something here in the text box. So this input box must have got some HTML code. So how can I get the HTML code? So right click on that, right? So every browser, they provide some internal functionality. So if you right click, you can able to see that inspect. So it will take you, if you click on inspect, it will take you to the part of the particular element, HTML tag. This is what the HTML tag of the particular element, text box. So you will want to see the HTML component over here. In the HTML component, we need not to worry about that, whether we need to learn entire HTML in order to work with Selenium. We just need to understand the things, basically, the tag name. This is called tag name. I'll copy this element. So here, if you can able to view clearly. So this is a tag name. So this is a attribute. Attribute are associated with some value. Value could be anything. We just need to understand that every HTML element has got HTML tag and HTML and attribute and values. That in any element may not have an attribute, but a tag should always be there. There could be possibility that anyone can one attribute or more than one attribute. Here see, Here you can able to see multiple attributes. This is one of the attribute value. This is one of the attribute and value. This is one. Name is one of the attribute and value, right? So this is everything is attribute and value, right? So element could have an ID and it could have a name. Some element may not have a name. So these things are varies like, element to element. And the way how the developer has actually developed the element. Right, what all components that he have used. But we need not to worry about that HTML part, entire HTML part. Right, but basically we need to make sure about few things only, which are called locators. What is that locator? Locators are one of the important part in your automation. I'm not going to locators in depth. I'm just, I hope you people know that. Okay, sure. So there are 8 major locators which are provided by WebDriver. Right, WebDriver, there are element locating techniques over the web. So we call them as a locators. So locators could be ID, it could be name, it could be class name, right? It could be a tag name. Then we have a link text. Then we have a partial link text. This link text and partial link text are specifically for the link, right? Then we have a XPath and CSS. So this is the 8 locators. So this is the 8 major ways through which you can locate this element uniquely on the page. Right, these are the attributes here in the HTML tag. Maybe you would have think that here we have a type is there, we have some other things is there, but we are having only 8 attributes, 8 locators only we are going to use. So why? Because WebDriver is providing these 8 locators only. I'll show you over here. If you go to the WebDriver Selenium Dev official website, right? If you go over here, in a by class, it is providing only these 8 locators. Right, class name, CSS selector, ID, link text, name. So this is only WebDriver is providing us to finding the locator. So that is what we have to use these 8 locators only. Right. So then we have to make sure that whenever you are identifying, whenever you are locating the element, if it is not a unique, that locator should be unique one. If it is not unique, then what WebDriver will want to do? It will find the first element. Suppose the element having a one having a same ID is XYZ. Element 2 also having same XYZ. So if you want to perform enter some keyword on the second one, right? If you are using an ID as a XYZ, so what will happen? So first element only the WebDriver start finding the element on the particular page using this ID XYZ. So whenever the WebDriver is finding the first element, then it will perform the action on the first element only. Right, so we have to make sure that the ID is unique or not. Right, so these are the things which we have to be very clear once we start automating any application. Right, most of the things mostly we used on XPath and CSS selector. If any application or a dynamic element, then we need to go with XPath or CSS selector. So we'll start some of the codes in our Amazon, right? So what we need to do here in Amazon, I just wanted to enter some keyword over here. So before that, I just want to find the locator of the element. So how to do that? You just select this. You can able to see. So ID is there. I can take ID over here. Using that ID, I can find the particular element, right? So ID is there, right? ID, we can use ID name. So if ID is not there, then you can go with another locators. So any one you can take. So we'll start writing the script over here. Can you able to view the screen?
Yes.
So why I am taken this Amazon application here, we could able to see some of the difficulties, some of the, because most of the elements are, it's a unique, it's a dynamic one, right? So that I have taken this Amazon. So let us start. So the first line would be WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. How many wants to know what is this? What is this line is telling? If you are clear, then I will go to the next line. Set property, we can go with set property as well. What I have done over here in my project itself, I added a Chrome driver exe file. So if you added a Chrome driver exe file here itself, no need of set property. You can go with directly in the WebDriver. If you are having a Chrome driver.exe file in your some of your another C or E, another locator, then you need to add a path over here using set property. Right? I have added over here. So how to do that? You just copy the file and come over here in your project, right click on your project and just paste it. So then you can able to see your Chrome driver or whatever the driver you are using, you can able to see the file over here. From there you can start. Okay, we'll start using this referral variable driver dot. First we'll navigate to the website. So website, I'll copy this. Now we are navigate to the website. So the next thing will be we need to finding the locators. So that is what ID we have taken over here. Driver dot find element. Export I have, sorry, ID we have taken. ID, we need to give the ID over here. Then this is a text path. We need to enter some keyword over here so that we have a method called send keys. So send keys we can add something. Set property. That is what I have said. You can add a set property as well. Why I am not adding the set property? Right. System.set property. Why I am not adding? Because I have added a exe file over here. Right. So if you are having a exe file in your project, no need of adding a system.set property. Right. So once you enter the text over here, we need to click enter. So what we have to do here, plus one of the method called keys dot enter. So if we enter keys dot enter, then it will be enter the you just copy from your local who's asking? Bala Ganesh. You just copy your exe file. You just copy
Okay,
like
ma'am.
this, right? You just
Okay.
copy like this, right? You just come over here in your project,
Okay, ma'am.
right click on your project, paste. That's it. So the Chrome driver will be added over here once you are done.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So now what happened? The search result will be entered. List of images should be displayed once if you enter. We'll see now how it will be working. Here we can able to see it's entering the sofa and clicking on a enter over here. Right. I'll just close this. Now I want to know once if I'm clicking a enter, I want to know how many images are there in the page. So I just wanted to validate how many images are there in the page. So how to do that? So for that we can add driver dot find element. See, we have find only one element here. So that we used only find element. Here if you can able to see find element and find elements, both the things are added over here. Find elements means if you want to find a unique element, only one element, then you go with find element. Now what we are going to do here, we just wanted to validate. We are want to take all the images from the page. So that is plural, right? So we need to go with find elements. So find elements, if it is a image, then what I can use, you see over here, I will tell you, inspect. If it is a image, tag name will be image only. Right, so you can use tag name as image. So driver dot find elements by dot tag name, then we need to add image. So I just wanted to store these find elements in a particular variable. So I can add image equal to. So it is throwing a error. Why? Because it is asking us to add a type of the image. What type? So what type it will be? If it is a find elements, then we need to add it in a list of web elements only. So we need to add a list of web elements. Clear. Now what we have done over here, finding the elements of image by tag name is image. We are finding the elements and store it in a image variable. So the image variable type will be list of web element. Right, the find elements method is returning list of web element only. Right, I hope you know that what is the return type. So this is what a return type. The find elements method is returning list of web element. So that is what we need to add over here. So now I am just printing this variable dot I want to count. So I'm just going with image dot size. So now if I run this, it will see it is count is 80. So total images on the page is 80 over here. 80 images are displayed. If you come out, if you want to see that, you can able to control F. Tag name is image. Here it is showing 88. I hope it is taken full frame as well. Okay, we'll check it out. So this is the way we have to take the total number of link or image, whatever it is, we can take like this. So I just wanted to print all the images name or text or attribute. Right? So how to go with? So you can use for each loop. So for each loop, we can go over here. So in this side, I just wanted to add an image because all the elements are stored in the image. So I can add image over here. So I want to take one by one image and store it in another variable. I need to declare another variable. Another variable is a web element. Web element list image. Okay. So now I just wanted to print one by one. I want to print this list of images dot get attribute. Get attribute of I can add alt over here. So if I enter, if I run this, it started printing everything in our console. It's a dynamic, as I said, right? So every time it's a count is changing. So now it is 82. Before it was 80. When in a console window, it is showing 88. Right? The images are keep on changing. So that is what a dynamic one. So far clear, any question? So now we'll select any of the product from here and validate the price of the product. We'll select any product. It will navigate to the next page. So we have to switch to the next window. Right, switching to the next window and validate the price of the particular product. So we'll do that. So now I just wanted to select these products, suppose. I'll go with the XPath. If it is showing unique one. Here you can able to see 1 of 1, so that it is the unique locator. Now I will go with I'll command this. So now list of image also we don't want. We are now entering the search keyword. Then after that we are clicking on a product. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. Then we need to click on enter. So just click. Finding the element and clicking on the element. So then what happened? It should navigate to the next page. Next new window will open. So that time what we need to do? We have to handle the multiple window. So what is window handle actually? While running the script, WebDriver is controlling the page with handle. Handle means that is unique identifier for the web page. That is different every time you open the page, even if it is the same URL, right? So the WebDriver is handling this unique ID. So it's retrieving the unique ID. So with that ID, using that ID, we need to handle the different window. We can move to the one window to another window. So how to do that? So for that, till that we'll check whether it is working or not. It should select one product. It is throwing an error saying that no such element present. Okay. I'll go another expert. Yes, I hope this will work. So I will add a thread over here so that we can able to, because that is unique ID, but still we need to give us some time to load the file, load the page. So we'll give some time. Sure, we'll do that. So now we'll run this. I will go with another image. So we can add 8th image. So it's clicking. So it's clicking and opening in the next window. So what we have done over here, I just added the next images, right? So if you see over here, you can able to see. So this is the next one image, right? So this XPath is giving different number, but I just added one more value, then it is accepting. I just added a 8 over here because it was a 6, right? So we need to make sure that whether so this search means if you are having a single slash, it will consider as a escape symbol in Java, right? If it is a single slash, it is a escape symbol, so it won't consider this search double quote. So if in XPath, here we have added anyway, we need in XPath or any locator, we need to give with the double quote only. In between, if any double quote is there, we need to add a single slash. So meaning that in Java, this is a escape symbol. So it will escape this double quote. It will not consider this double quote. So that it will accept. Clear this? So it is identifying now. Now what we need to do, we need to handle Windows handles first. We need to identify the unique handle. Then we need to move to the switch to the particular window. Okay, so how to do that? So we can use string over here. We are going to using a string parent window equal to driver dot get window handle. So first parent window, first if you are handling, it will get the window handle in the parent window, that is first window. First window, whatever you are having, right? So that window handle, it will be fetching and it is stored in a parent window. This is the referral variable we have given. Any variable, any name you can give own as per your understanding, right? Just I am giving parent window like this. You can give any variable name, no issue. So then what we need to do, driver dot get window handles. Now we need to get window handles, multiple window is opening now. So we need to use a get window handles over here, right? So get window handles method is returning a set string. Why developer is using this set string method? You know that, I hope you understand set string, set method. Set class is there, right? Set class always return unique value only, right? It will not return any duplicate value. So that the developer is developing this get window handles method using set string. So we need to use this set string over here to store this variable. I can use handles equal to, I store it over here in a set string. Type is a set string. So whatever the return type, we need to add over here. Right? So then we need to use for loop, for each loop. Then we are going to get one by one handle, and we need to pass it to the, switch it to the particular window. Right. So what we need to do, for loop, string window handle. Okay, simply I'm adding over here like this. then handles, that is this one. This is we are declaring right now, new window handle, right? So you can add one variable over here like this. Then what we need to do, we need to check if the condition, if suppose if I want to know if the window handle is a parent window. Parent window means then I just wanted to switch to the another window, right? So new window. So that what I have, I can add over here simply window handle, that is this one. The window handle is, I will complete the script and I will explain you. If window handle, the window handle, sorry, not window handle dot equals, so I need to pass parent window over here. Why I am adding a not over here? Because if not parent window only, I can able to make sure that it should navigate to the another window. Because if it is a parent window, I will explain one more time. 1 second, I will complete this and I will come back. Driver dot, here we need to add switch to dot window, then we need to go with window handle. So now we are switching to the window here, this window. So what we have written over here, string, we are just driver dot, we are getting the window handle of the driver using driver referral variable. We are using the method get window handle and getting the window handle and store it in a parent window. Then we have a multiple windows. We are going to fetch the get window handles method. Using that get window handles method, we are getting the window handles and store it in a handles variable. So this is the type is set string, because this get window handles returning a set string only. Using that for loop, we are this get window, I mean handles only, we are having a two or multiple windows. Multiple windows ID is stored it in a handles variable. So using that handles variable, we are passing one by one, right? So one by one we are passing and checking the condition if it is a parent window or not. Then we are switching to the particular next window, right? So we'll check now whether it is switched to the next window or not, right? Then we are validating the price validations over here. Suppose if it is this one, if I am clicking here, it will be stored. So I just wanted to check this value. I will select the, using this element, I just wanted to get the text of this one and I just wanted to validate. I will copy this. So first we'll check whether this window is switching to the new window or not. Then we'll perform these actions over there. Right, now it is switching to the next window. Right, now we'll check the price of the particular. Now this window is opening. This time it is opening this window. I'll check the price, copy the XPath. Driver dot find element y dot XPath. Then we'll share this XPath over here. dot will get text. Right. Directly we can print this. So it should print the price of the particular variable, particular product. Right. We'll check whether the price is printing or not. So after that, using the if condition, then we can check whether price of the product is correct or not. So it should print the price of the product is printed. So this is the way we need to